Good morning. My name is Gabrielle. Hi to all of you who are returning. Welcome to those of you who are new. We're going to do something a little different. Um, Instead of just doing romance sort of readings and that sort of thing, and just the infinite rabbit hole that is relationships and that sort of thing. And so I decided I wanted to see what messages the Galactic Council had for us. I know some of you may or may not know, or even you may even believe or not believe. It's really not my issue what you believe in, honestly. I'm here to help you expand your thinking, and it's just that simple, and provide whatever guidance they see fit to use me to deliver to you. I don't do this work just to do it. I really am called to put this out. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what the readings are, it's really interesting because it's like sometimes you want to just keep going and going and going, and then you need time to process, um, as they call it, spiritual maintenance. And so I don't know if you guys feel like I feel right now with all this wonderful energy floating about. I wanted to know what they had for us right now. Like, if you're unclear, uncertain about things, or whatever. So I used 4 decks, all right? And I did kind of I plucked one card from each deck until we got to a culmination point. And so we start out with the Death card. We move to the World. We move to the High Priestess and to the Queen of Wands. Then we go to the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, the Magician, and the Four of Swords. Right. I feel like they have spurred, and I say they, spurred a magnificent transformation in the collective lives of us all. Whether by allowing us to shed our old skin, so to speak, as you see here in the Death card. It's been a wonderful time of removing the facade. We've literally done away with that. We've completed it's like the solar year, the lunar year, but this feels more like a Saturn return type shit. Give me a second. You know how I get. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. It's just scorpionic energy. Pluto, Mars, Sun and Scorpio. Alright. Yeah, there is this countdown energy because look, we have Death, which is a 4. The World card, which is a 3, right? Then we have the High Priestess, which is 2. And then we have this Queen of Wands holding that Ace of Wands in her hands, right? I get this vibe of all is well and all is as it should be. It's like I'm looking at the way I put these cards down, and it's like the 4 corners, right? At one stage of this cycle, I'm not even gonna call it a Saturn return or whatever, but it just feels like a massive cycle. At one stage, you began to like go through almost like, not even almost, this is a spiritual death. This should hurt. Let's bring them like this. You went through this massive spiritual transformation. You heard the call. See the bell? You heard the call. And not only did you hear it, it's like you willingly allowed yourself to be swept by it. You said, I will allow the chips to fall where they may, looking at this World card here and how these suit pieces are here. They're all, there's nothing on the board. The board's been cleared. And now a new plan can be implemented, a new cycle. Something much more befitting of you, of the new you. And here's an interesting thing. You knew this was a process. You knew there was much, much more to come. You knew that this whirlwind, was going to get bigger, actually. You knew more and more was going to come to the surface. You knew more would be called. So many more would be called. Truly. The cycle hasn't been easy. This whole process. Every time you think you've figured your shadow out, right? More came. It's like you kept throwing versions of yourself into this fucking pot. Just keep going and going and going, peeling back each layer of yourself as you responded to this call. And it's a muted call. You know what I mean? It's like I never noticed how the bell has the rope around it, stifling the sound. Some of this is like, I'm looking at the High Priestess here. Some of this is you choosing not to share the fact that you've been called. It's this inner knowing. In this particular High Priestess, the scroll is closed. Not sharing what you intuitively know, what you're feeling. Man. For some of you, something very magical happened on a beach under a crescent moon as you strolled the shoreline. Something very, very magical happened for you. Maybe you had a visitation. This could have actually been a full moon, not necessarily a crescent. The way the center moon in her crown is just like pulsating to me. It's probably a full moon. Excuse me. Something about this connected you to your roots. This is a download. This could be even recent. We're still going through the phase of the full moon. This is a message from the Galactic Council. So I would even say currently. This is happening currently. Be prepared. You may not understand this download until this phase of the moon, this crescent moon. Hold on, let me look. So before the new moon, which is on the 30th, so by the 29th, this download will take effect. You will be clear on what action you need to take with this Queen of Wands here. I'm going to say, no, the Leo season ends when? Hold on. Okay. So by the 22nd, okay? I stand corrected. So by the 22nd, by the end of Leo season, by this crescent moon, this download will take effect. You will know how to move, where to move, when to move. But you will not be sharing. And this is a warning. Do not fucking share. There are some things that are for other people's ears and some things that are not. This one of them things is for nobody's ears but yours. You know, it's going to take a while for this to really, you're going to have to reflect. Ooh. We got this Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands. You see, we have 3 queens out here. Who are we missing? Queen of Cups. Think about that. I feel like with all this, again, this is moon energy. I really do feel this. Because it's soft. It's very soft. There's almost like a demure sort of feeling to this. There's an opportunity coming, a big one. And I feel like this could be an idea. This is an idea. Something that's going to be very, very lucrative for you. Something you're going to be able to build on for your own financial future. This is what they want you to know. You're going to be able to save and invest. It's probably an investment opportunity. I think you feel this coming, like this financial thing. That high priestess, they drew my attention back to her, like you feel this coming. Yeah. See how she's knitting on to the pentacle? See the pentacle here? You see how it's like, see how it's in her storage room? This is like a rainy day fun coming in. Interesting. I feel like someone's... No, not someone. I feel like Spirit has been very active trying to uncover this for you. Seriously, squirrels work hard. Spirit's been working very hard to reveal this opportunity for you, this abundance is what this Ace of Pentacles feels like. I feel like this is a spiritual inheritance. Working very hard to uncover this spiritual inheritance for you. Something, this is like your talent. This is a gift. This gift Spirit is trying to reveal for you, to you, is that talent, that God-given talent that we all possess. Everyone's is different, but we all possess a God-given talent that was sanctioned for us to provide a living, a way for ourselves, provided by the Most High, by them. This is coming. Holy shit. All of this is in works right now. There's only a few more pieces left. I hope I didn't mess up the video. So far, so good. Sorry, hit a button. Anyway, there's only a few pieces left. Yeah. Whatever they're working on, there's only a few bits left for them to get this to you, is really what this feels like. Excuse me. I feel like your focus on this, like you feel it, and it's like you've already slowly started to build upon what they've given you. It's like you're waiting on the next bit of instruction. This is a period of extreme isolation, I feel. Extreme isolation. This is, yeah, this is isolation. This is self-imposed isolation. Look at this. But this is what you're being guided to do. You know this, you feel this pull. Like, no. See how here the ground is breached? Even here, you see the beginning of the ground breached? See how she's isolated? See this? See the butterfly? See the transformation? See the angels? You need time. You need time to think. You need this period of rest and silence. You're being divinely guided to do this. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I know you feel it. I know you feel it. I know you feel it. You feel disconnected, but yet grounded. I know how that feels. There's a need for higher meditation. It's funny, right? Because I'm looking at the blue shoes here, and it's like, no, this is a period of isolation. This is a period of meditation. This is what they're asking for. This is what they're demanding of you right now. Because now they want your undivided attention. Now they need your undivided attention. No distractions. No interference. See how she's holding the sword up. The hand's not open. She's not receiving communication clearly right now. Or she's not receiving outside communication, outside influences. That's what that is. The sword is pointed directly up to, like, source. Only interested in communing with source right now. They're trying to get your attention. If this is this is why this is happening. They want your attention. They want your attention now. The council is pulling at you. Absolutely pulling at you. They're trying to guide you where you need to go with this Page of Wands. They're trying to give you the momentum to get you there. Feel like you're racing against an invisible clock and you don't know it, but you feel it. And we have the Wheel, Tower, Four of Swords, Magician, right? I want you to know that if what's about to happen is meant to happen, okay? The time has come to put to rest. I keep getting this cycle. This cycle's over. They're forcing this cycle out. They are forcing this cycle out. If some sort of eruption happened in your connections with the people around you, I want you to know it was caused by the Galactic Council. I'm not even joking. This is their message. This was decreed by the fucking universe. They're not playing. They need you to heal. They put you in this self-imposed isolation. They put you here. They've put a blockage in place. See the angel? Trying to reach your heart. There's heart chakra needs more cowbell type shit. Like, they pulled you back. Looking at these 3 swords. It's like pain. Pain has awoken. Pain has awoken. That they're trying to heal. They're trying to point out areas that still need healing. That still need work. Still need attention. This tower moment was caused by them. To point out some things. To put you in the state of rest. And with this magician card, right? I told you. This is sword energy is so strong. Air and fire, air and fire. What's missing? What's missing? What's missing? They're trying to illuminate this. That this transformation isn't quite completed. It's love. You have to manifest from a place of love. And if you've been having trouble manifesting, that's why. I feel like that's very particular. What is this talent? Ace of Pentacles, please. Didn't I tell you it was going to bring you success? It's fast. Whatever this new talent is coming in fast. But the water, again, it's something to do with this blockage in this heart chakra. That's what I feel. Like, even as I'm talking about it, I feel like this heaviness. Like void, emptiness. But I feel like that's 10 Pentacles, okay. Once this transformation fully works itself through, the way this Queen of Pentacles is eyeing the Tower card, right? There has to be sweeping changes. It looks as though there's sweeping changes coming anyway. Sweeping. Yeah, there's a block. Let's see. What is the block in the manifestation? Look at this shit. I was clarifying the magician, right? This shit's not funny. Two of Swords. Junior High Priestess, right? High Priestess over here. Magician again. Three of Cups. There's an uncertainty. Yeah, there's just... It's funny. One year, I found this book in this place I used to work at. And I asked everybody, including the owners, I said, who does this book belong to? No one knew. The owner said, yeah, you can have it if you want. I went, cool, thanks. The title of the book is called How to Fight for Joy When I Don't Desire God. Isn't that interesting? Now, I have the book. Did I ever read it? No. I had more fun pondering the title. I know how that sounds, but so fucking what? I've never found myself really in a true place of not desiring God in some way, shape, or form. And so I had not even an issue. I had one of the moments in my spiritual growth where I didn't quite comprehend Jesus as well as I used to, and then it cleared up. It was a moment. It was a moment. But that's around the time when I found the book. And through pondering the title, it helped me redevelop my relationship with Jesus. And so it helped me, even though I didn't read it, because it helped me to ask questions to my Lord and Savior. You know, and of course, through time and evolution of spiritual growth, you come to an even more enlightened stance of who Jesus is. Not was, is. So, and it's kind of like that. This is what I'm feeling from this. This is like one of those situations where, for some, you just don't know. And because you don't know, it's a blockage. It's like you know you have all the tools. You do. Like you absolutely, you know this, but you don't know what to do with them. And it's like, even if you're aware of these talents, you're still figuring out how to make it all work for you. But don't worry. That's coming. I told you, there's just a few more pieces that need to be cleared away. Like four little strings. 4 strings, I kid you not, that need to be pulled back in order for this to be illuminated fully. So you can properly see how this is going to bring you personal success. It's going to bring you to the 10 of Pentacles. It really is. Because see, the question was about this Ace. And the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles jumped out, right? So that's 10 of Pentacles. But that also shows me things are as they should be. I think the biggest thing for all of us is to be happy. And I know that sounds crazy, right? How do you just be, because you can just be fucking happy to be happy because you're alive and you're thriving and, you know, you have your health and you have your relationship with divine, and then you can count your blessings from there on, right? And we all are guilty of focusing on what we don't have, but the reality is we have everything. We have everything we need to create. Hmm. And it's funny, right? Because again, look at these three, look at this card, right? I get this sensation. They really want you to love yourself right now. Because I can't get a cup. I mean, the fact that no cups are coming, right? But in this card here, right? In the Three of Cups, right? First cup card. But here's what's interesting about this, right? I have the Queen of Pentacles right here, right? There she is over here. But here she is in green. The Queen of Swords here in blue. There she is right here. And the Queen of Wands here in red. And there she is down here. They're all holding cups, right? They're all celebrating unity, love of self. Love yourself. Rejoice in you. Rejoice in you. Love yourself. Love yourself. Wow. How you create and how you manifest is by loving yourself. Accepting all this wonderful energy that's being bestowed upon you from the divine, from the universe, and pour it all back into yourself. I shit you not. Pour it all back into yourself. And I also get this, it's like taking a stand. Absolutely taking a stand. Knowing the universe has your back. This quiet place of knowing, of understanding. And when it comes to the people in your life, if they're not loving you the way you love you, knowing when to stop the hurt. Stop. I kind of almost get some of the, it's not like victimization, self-victimization, but a little bit. It's like you have all the power and all the control when it comes to your life. Within reason, you know what I mean? The universe has ultimate control, right? Of course, knowing that. But you co-create with the universe. You literally co-create with her. Mm. Mm-hmm. Having the love of self. Mm-hmm. You have to choose you. You have to choose you. You have to love yourself first. You also have to heal this deep wound. Four of Swords. What is this wound that's being healed from? What is this wound? That's too many. I'm done now. What is this? Four of Swords. Please explain the Four of Swords. What are we recovering from? Interesting. The Nine of Wands came out sideways. From this. It's, ooh. It's funny, I never got this before, but it being sideways reminded me of a proverb. Probably a Confucius or a Chinese proverb, but a proverb all the same. Tallest nail gets hammered first. I feel like you're recovering and almost like escaping from the shadow of this person, or maybe even your own shadow. You're escaping from someone who tried to clip your wings. Like they tried to take your flight feathers. You're recovering from a chronic state of being defensive. Of it. And also, what I just got is that with this period of isolation that they're putting you in, this leave me the fuck alone energy, I feel this shit, but I'm going with it. I'm like, whatever. I need some personal space, shit. I need some time to myself. I think it's pretty apparent. Like, I'm not trying to bicker with nobody. Not right now. Not ever, really. There's, like, again, somebody is, like, jamming the signal. And so you gotta heal so you can receive this communication. You know, that's 9 of Wands, but the 8 already came out. So it's like, don't be defensive against this new energy sweeping through. So there's still some healing that still needs to take place. Some time. Reminded me of the Knight of Wands. I'm not the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. He's got the same sort of gear on. Let me see, where is he? Uh-huh. Interesting. You know what? I also just got, as I was thumbing through the cards, clinging to the way things once were is a bad idea. See? See how he's got all that protective gear on? But yeah, it's like, you know, but you have four cups, the devil and the four of wands, right? And so what I got looking at that, it's like, that's a party, celebration. You know, I feel like somebody said that the party's over. But realistically, too much partying was keeping things from growing in a better, more elevated position. It's like missing the opportunity for stability. For this is like a coming together. This is a mature coming together with this Four of Wands. That's what this Ace of Cups represents. True stability, balance, union, and partnership. But someone feels as though that is a negative because it's not what they perceived it to be. I got that old song. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Someone's sad because what they perceive as the good times have ended, right? But that's a juvenile mindset. Life evolves. Life teaches us new ways to have fun, new ways to celebrate, new ways to enjoy other people's company. But when someone only likes to do things a certain way, it can cause stagnation, a stifling in growth, frustration, and a lot of missed opportunities because they're not open to new experiences. And I would ask that Spirit and all that are listening that are here for our highest and greatest good collectively, help reveal any and all ways that we, if we're guilty of this, show us how. No one wants to be in darkness. No one wants to miss opportunities. No one wants to take things for granted. We're all on our own paths, but I think collectively we're all looking to grow, to be the best versions of ourselves that we could possibly be. And if in some way, shape, or form, if we are causing our own heart blockages, reveal to us how to remove them, truly. Remove this slab. When I see this card, this Magician card, I feel like the four elements, right, should be placed in each road here. And the magician should be standing in the middle, being able to pull from those energies at will. But right now, again, I believe it's the mental. The blockage is like, you know what you want to do, but you can't figure out how to do it. You know what you want to do, but you can't figure out how to do it. And it's like, it's because you're lacking passion at this moment. And it's like, when I say passion, I don't mean wand energy. I mean cup. Like that love, that. It's like when someone loses their vigor. It's like when they lose their motivation. It's getting to the bottom of what's causing your lack in motivation. But this is why this period of sequestering is necessary. You have to figure out what is causing this block so you can get to it, because it's a spiral. But it's not like the way we perceive things in this dimension. It's like the way the galaxy is. It spirals out. There's arms and twirls and this and that. It's not an up and down sort of thing. It's more like a yo-yo on a horizontal, not horizontal. Yeah, vertical, diagonal, horizontal. Being twirled out, pulled back in, like that. This new cycle, they want you to be able to make the best of it. But it's like, first, I feel like this is a very personal tower moment. I feel like this is one more spiritual death you have to go through in order to get through this. This could be another mini dark night of the soul. I'm not even going to joke with y'all. I can feel some of y'all going, what? That what? Yeah, I know. But this time you will gain true enlightenment through this process. You have a guardian angel. Hold on, let me see something. What is this? Let's do this first. That is the Four of Swords. Libra. Jupiter and Libra. Okay. Thank you. Zorel, the angel of courage. The special angel of Libra is Torzel, the angel of courage, wise and loving. He will come to you whenever you need courage to deal with difficult situations. Courage is the ability to face difficulties with a positive heart and mind, and Torzel will be Torzel. Ooh. Zariel. I'm sorry. Zariel. But it's spelled like Tzorial. Like Zar. Anyway. Zariel. I apologize. Will be with you whenever you need him. It takes courage to live up to your highest spiritual ideals, for there are always those who will instill doubt and fear when faced with something they lack. Zariel will help you keep positive and be the person you truly want to be. Zariel will bring to you the courage to live your life as you really want and will guide you toward your highest good. Being the person you really are means knowing that you are a perfect child of the divine and that you are a beautiful shining spirit deep within the layers of personality. Zariel will help you live your life in accordance with these truths and give you the courage to always live up to these ideals whenever the situation in your life. Alright, I'm not reading all of this. It's like many, many pages. But if you want to look up this angel, his name is spelled Tzorial. Okay? Meditation to bring energy back to a depleted soul and bring balance between the head and the heart. Make yourself comfortable and prepare yourself for meditation as suggested. Meaning, find your little space. Get on the floor, lay down, however you do, okay? Imagine standing before you a beautiful angel dressed in robes of spring green. This is the angel Masnael. And he holds out his hands in loving greeting to you. Take his hand and feel his power flow through you as you are enfolded in his love. Feel yourself permeated by the green energy, the spring green energy of new growth pulsating through your tired body and mind. Feel its revitalization. Feel it is revitalizing you with a new vibrancy. Masnael enfolds you in his love and energy, and you know that you have the ability to live your life to the fullest and follow your dreams to completion. Call on this angel whenever you are tired, whenever you need to be uplifted, whenever you are unable to cope. Rest assured, his positive light and love will flow through you. Feel his loving embrace. Feel that spring green energy radiate. I get it, y'all. You gotta get to the bottom of the blockage in your heart chakra. It's time to meditate. It's time to shut it down. It really is. You can't even help it. It's happening. It's happening. Alright, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this, okay? A little different. That's what I was called to do. Love y'all. Bye.